Gilbert, every draft, NFL draft season, we all have players we believe are going to be the future Hall of Famers. Give me one player that you were right about and one player that you were wrong about to share some. And obviously, if you share the reasons why and some of your fondest draft memories.
I'm going to just cheat with this one, but sticking to the OBJ theme because I picked this guy like on the waiver wire because nobody wanted the first round wide receiver because he had a pulled hammy to start his career for OBJ, and he just had one of the best rookie seasons ever of all time in 2014, and that was one of my best stories in fantasy football when I used to be good at fantasy football, and OBJ became a star. But that's not a draft story, more fantasy football. Cam Newton, man, when I watched the guy play at Auburn, undefeated, win the title, just being like Anthony Richardson.
I still remember that game against Alabama. They were down 24-0 at halftime. He brings them back, and they end up beating them at the end of the game. That was beautiful.
I think for me, it was like you had a special college season in the SEC. Yeah. Like, why are people were trying to pick Jake Locker? Remember that SI cover with Blaine Gabbert? I'm like, really?
But who was the guy from? Well, yeah, you said Ponder, right? It was Ponder,
Christian
Locker,
Ponder was also
and
that year.
Gabbert and Cam Newton.
Yeah. But so Cam definitely destroyed that class. I know he wasn't the career he wanted for longevity, but he did great. And then I was wrong by a whole lot of other quarterbacks. Fernando. I thought Baker Mayfield was going to be really good because he was such an accurate quarterback.
I'll agree with you.
Maybe I just like the whole moxie too, and
Well, you know what? He's not done yet, so I'm going to let you.
I know you're kind of a secret Mayfield fan. And then Jalen Hurts, for the opposite reason, I didn't think he was going to do anything in the NFL. Too small, couldn't really throw, and he had the right scheme and he balled out. And I'll give you this one so you can make fun of me. I said the Chargers would draft 2 over Herbert, and obviously I got that one wrong.
Oh, I remember Dan and Dago, you told him that one, and he's like, why would I want him?
Sell tickets.
Yeah, you know what's funny? So, I mean, and those are some good ones. I only went with one each because there was one each. But, right, I talked about so when I saw that game, the Justin Herbert game in the Rose Bowl, when I saw the way he was able to win with his legs against Wisconsin, I thought, okay, this kid knows that whether it's his arm, whether it's his legs, whatever he needs to do to win, he's going to try and win games. And that's what he did in that game. I was really impressed with him. I thought he was going to be a really good quarterback. I didn't think he was going to be what he is now, but I thought he would be a better quarterback than Tua. I just didn't like Tua coming out of the draft. But then I remember Joey Bosa, Casey Hayward, all these guys, and it was the defensive guys that were the ones telling us, you guys have, because it was a COVID year, we didn't get to stay during practice. Like literally Gilbert, Pop, Jeff, Reedy, and I would show up. We would go for about the first 20 minutes of practice. Then we would have to leave and we couldn't watch anything else. I know the GMs and the coaches love that aspect of it, but we were only able to watch a little bit of it, and we didn't see Justin play. The one time we saw Justin play, he threw a pick 6 to Melvin Ingram. So I mean, it was just one of those things. So I think I give myself a pat on the back for that one. The one that I thought was going to be a shutdown corner, he was going to be all elite. I thought he was going to be the next big thing, was Justin Gilbert. He was the first round draft pick from the Cleveland Browns. I liked him coming out because he could also return punts and kickoffs. So I thought, dude, this guy's going to be elite. Ended up not doing anything. Terrible. He was pretty bad. So
he started 3 career games in the NFL.
Yeah. It was terrible. So I definitely kicked myself in the
ruined the Gilbert name, by the way.
But yeah, there's not. I mean, I don't know if there's other ones I can think off the top of my head. If I look through mock drafts, I could probably go, or old drafts, I could probably tell you, oh, this guy, that guy. But definitely, no, I ain't gonna give this one yet. I'll do it after this season, depending on what happens with the individual player or not.